wonderful person. Welcome to the garden today. I'm out here picking mulberries and really enjoying being close to the tree, enjoying the taste of the fruit. It's interesting how much variety of sweetness and tartness you get from berry to berry depending on how ripe, how much sun it's receiving. One of my first memories of moving here when I was a child was my neighbor's two twin boys up in their mulberry tree. How picturesque is that, yeah? And you can tell when the mulberry is ripe, of course, when you go to pick it. It almost seems like it comes off so easily. How could it even have been staying on the tree there by itself? So be careful when you're picking them. It can fall very easily. Just try to keep your container handy right underneath if possible. Now you can also eat and make tea from the leaves. The younger leaves are better to use. They're softer and don't eat raw. Only cook in a soup or a stew, or you can fry. If you want to make tea, you can use the fresh leaves or the dried leaves, dried for keeping longer obviously, and steep in the hot water for 5 to 7 minutes. Now there are some health benefits and potential side effects depending on how much you take. Of course, if you take a moderate mindful amount, everything is pretty fine, right? One of the things that mulberry tea does is it helps to lower the blood sugar. So for a lot of people that's really good, especially in a modern diet. But if you take too much, it can cause the blood sugar to maybe go too low, and you'll get kind of that lightheaded, weakness, fatigue kind of feeling. So we don't want that. But this is a nice replacement. It has a similar taste to green tea. So if green tea is something you enjoy, but you get that discomfort in the stomach, or also sometimes a different kind of lightheaded feeling from drinking caffeinated green tea, mulberry leaf tea is really nice replacement for that.
The smaller your cup, the better the cha.
It also has a lot of antioxidants, so it's really good for protecting cancer and helping to regulate our cell regeneration level and protect the cells that we have and get rid of the cells that we don't need. When you're picking mulberries too and working around them, they can stain a little bit, so just be aware of this. If maybe you don't want to wear your white shirt when you're picking mulberries. So I hope you will find some mulberries to enjoy this year. And if you don't, growing mulberries is a really nice option. They grow in many regions, mostly temperate forest regions. North America, I know they're widespread, and probably many other regions. There's also Asian mulberries, I'm sure, as well. And the trees grow very fast. So even if you're just planting, you can expect in a few years that your sapling is going to grow by a lot and start to produce fruits much earlier than some other fruiting trees. And now this tree, I only just kind of got into some of the lower branches here, has really provided quite a bit just from this few minutes of picking. And I'm sure there's 5 to 10 times this amount on the ground just within a few steps of where I'm at here. I didn't get to those in time, but even still now in the tree there's thousands of berries which are green that are still ripening, and they'll be on their way too. And there's also many hundreds that are almost ripe, which I didn't pick quite just yet today. And this one, yeah, just came off so easy. It's like it almost didn't even hold the tree any. It was just waiting to be picked. Oh, it's a very tart one.